Hello, this is Mercury Rises from Clash of Empire, now called Last Land. And here I have my K313 Atlantis. What ended up happening is I had moved to one of my friend's alliances away from Kebab. And so I decided that as he and Witch had invited me to their team, I went ahead and added my castle to the team. Well, apparently I had forgotten that when I had these two counts side by side, and I teamed these two accounts together, it landed with my pet account in a very difficult Atlantis previous. And I forgot about that. Well, I was quickly reminded when we got into Atlantis, and it was the week that I would actually fight because my barracks were completely full. And I'm like, oh, geez, what am I supposed to do here? So I looked around. There was just nothing that I could attack, nothing I could do. So I did end up sending some troops out initially, and they all suicided. I think I even defended, and that did not work out well for me at all. And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to try something. I have been playing around with Joan, and my 313 account has a lot of siege in it. And I had built that account as a cavalry account, and I'd minored in siege. And my R5 had told me to put the siege idea away till later. Well, I had been developing the siege since the gems came in and over time. And so I thought, okay, you know what? Joan, if I put some power on siege, I could use Joan more effectively because I can use Joan as cavalry and just put horses on her and use the siege as basically some defense and, as kind of in place of guard. But if I put some power on siege, maybe I'll have better success because here I am in this really tough Atlantis. I want to play it. I've got all the troops in there in the barracks. And so I went ahead and moved some things around. So what I ended up doing in my castle is that I have enough of the specialization to put 20 on my infantry on both sides and 20 in my cavalry on both sides and 20 in siege. But then I increased the siege and I put some siege gems on and things like that. So I basically had lowered my cavalry attack from 1168% to 1129% and raise the siege up to well over 600% attack. So that was kind of my plan. I had a lot of siege in the barracks too. And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to play it as a cavalry siege account. And this is just the way I'm going to do it. So I did that, and so I was really taking note of the battles and the different things that I was doing. So what I ended up doing is that on Joan, I put siege and cavalry on her, of course. On Caesar, I put cavalry. I'm not for sure if I put any siege on him, but I put cavalry and infantry on him because, like I said, I had both my infantry to 20 as well. And then I put Alex in there. Now, I've never used Alex. I don't like Alex. I've never liked Alex. The only reason I use Alex is for the infantry health benefits. And I'll even replace him very often, actually, with Eric or even Edward because they have cavalry attributes. And as support, Alex does nothing. So I'm mostly in support in this account now. And so I'll put Eric or Edward in there. And this time I actually use the Alex. And so now Alex also has some siege benefits. So I thought, okay, I'm going to put Alex in here, but I believe I put siege on him, and he has no cavalry attributes, so using horses on him would make no sense at all. I put some spear on him, and that's just kind of how I did my suicide troop.